I just can't get away from a good time.
Hey everybody, it's Coach coming back to you, and today we're going to talk about Carnival and specifically Carnival's free eats and my personal rankings of what I feel are the best free eats available when you go on a Carnival cruise. So I actually have 7 free eats, but we're going to do a top 5 ranking. Okay, and we're just going to jump right into it here, okay? We're going to jump in with number 5, and it's a tie between, and I'm going to get a lot of heat for this right off the bat because I know some people are going to flip when they hear one of my 2 things ranked number 5. Maybe not so much the first item, but for sure the second, because there are long lines for this free item regularly. But let's get to the first one, and that is the barbecue. Okay, on the older ships, it's called the barbecue pit, I believe, and on the newer ships like the Vista, the Horizon, the Panorama, Mardi Gras, it's Guy's Pig and Anchor. But they have a free barbecue on sea days, and you can get, pork butt, chicken, sausage, a variety of barbecue favorites, along with some good sides, some greens, some macaroni and cheese, some baked beans. I mean, it's a pretty good assortment of barbecue. Now, the reason I have this coming in as tied for 5th best is, to be quite honest, I do my own barbecue at home here, and I have a smoker. And for those of us that kind of do our own barbecue and smoke our own meat and everything else like that, I think you can tell a difference between your own stuff. I don't know if it's the quality of the meat or that we're, taking just the right amount of time, testing the meat out, everything else, seasoning it just the way we want it, whatever. But it's missing something for me most of the time. Now, don't get me wrong. There's been some times where I've gone to Guy's Pig and Anchor Sea Day barbecue, and I've thoroughly enjoyed some of the offerings that they've had. But then there's other times where it's missing something. And I've seen other people review it, and they've reviewed it, multiple times. And maybe the second time they reviewed it, they were wishy-washy about it. So, I think it's hit or miss. So that's why it comes in at number 5. Now, the one I know people are just going to be screaming at the whatever device you're watching this on, whether it's your phone, your TV, whatever else like that, coming in at 5. Like, how could you rank it this low? But it's the Pizza Pirate, okay? And I'll tell you why. I'm going to give you some reasons why. But I have the Pizza Pirate being ranked as low because I live in Chicago, and we are arguably the best pizza in the United States. Okay, now I know New York and some other places will argue vehemently that that is not the case, that we don't have the best pizza. But hey, I'm from here, so I'm gonna rep my city, right? And another big thing about Chicago, tourists always come and they're always like, oh, we want some of your deep dish pizza or whatever, because that's what Chicago is, deep dish pizza. But let me tell you, the locals here, we almost always have thin crust. So, not to say the deep dish isn't exceptional, but that's like a once in a while type of thing. Maybe once or twice a year we'll get into a deep dish pizza. But for the most part, the regular, the pie that you're going to order on the weekend or whatever, it's going to be thin crust. And there are dozens of phenomenal pizza places in Chicago. So the Pizza Pirate, let me tell you this though, the Pizza Pirate, they do put out a good pizza for as many as they put out. And I mean, it's 24 hours. If I didn't live in Chicago and have this pizza, the quality of pizza that we have available to us, I'm pretty sure the Pizza Pirate would be much higher on the list. So that's why I have it down there. So I know people are going to yell at me, and they're going to see me in line on a Carnival cruise and like, don't get in line, coach. You put the Pizza Pirate down at number 5. You know, you don't even like it. And I do like it. It's good, but it's, you get me. All right, coming in at number 4, we got another tie. And again, I'm going to upset some people that might have this at 1, 2, or 3. But we have a tie between the blue iguana and the Mongolian wok. But let's start with the blue iguana. Okay, the blue iguana, for those of you that don't know, it's usually situated the opposite side of Guy's Burgers, and they're open in the mornings and for lunch. In the mornings, they have breakfast burritos, which Anita and I, we often, when we go out on an excursion or something, that's usually what we do, is we'll go to the Blue Iguana and we'll get a couple breakfast burritos, and then we'll wrap those up and we'll take them with us, put them in our backpack. And if we're out on an excursion or something, especially one that doesn't include lunch or whatever, or if we're at the beach or whatever, and we start to get hungry, we eat our breakfast burrito. And I mean, it's just like hits the spot. For lunch, they have tacos. So if you're in the mood for tacos, they have some really good tacos. They have a bar with several condiments that you can make your taco even better. They have really good taco salads. Okay, so I mean, it's a quality free eat, especially if you're in the mood for tacos. So you can definitely find some offerings there that you'll enjoy. Now, the Mongolian wok, on my most recent cruise, I did a vlog, and I had that for lunch one day, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, on the newer ships, the Mongolian wok is actually Gigi's, but they call themselves the Mongolian wok during lunchtime, but you're actually going to Gigi's, and you put in an order that I'll show you some pictures of in just a minute here. And you basically pick your stuff out, and then the waiter or waitress takes your order back to the chef, and they make up a really good stir fry with your choice of meats. Okay, so you'll see those pictures in just a second here, and it's great. I mean, it's another thing I like about it is, since you're getting some veggies in there along with your meat, it's not as heavy as some food you might eat on a cruise ship. So it's a refreshing, I guess, change from some of the typical food you might eat. But enjoy these pictures coming up here of the Pizza Pirate, some barbecue, the Blue Iguana, and the Mongolian wok, and we'll talk about our top 3 right after that. All right, here's our medal winners coming up. Coming in at number 3, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, heck, coach, you named off 4 of the best ones. What's left? Coming in at number 3, one of my personal favorites, and I make a point on every single cruise to go here at least once, usually twice, sometimes 3 times or more. But that is the deli. Okay, the deli serves hot and cold sandwiches. They serve French fries. They have cookies. They probably have a few other things. They have hot dogs. I've never done the hot dogs there, though. I'm gonna have to try that one of these days. But I hear they're really good, and you can get them with chili and everything else like that. So that's gonna have to be on the to-do list for one of my future cruises here. But the deli has some great deli meats, and one of my favorites, and you saw it on a recent vlog of mine from the Carnival Valor, is they used to have this combo already on one of their older menus, but turkey and pastrami. Now they don't have those two together. So what I do is I'll order a turkey sandwich and I have them add pastrami to it. And then, I mean, it's on a pretzel bun, and I get some fries with it, and it's just a fabulous sandwich. But they have many fabulous sandwiches, and the people that know the deli, you will see that line. It's like a little cult. Okay, everybody knows about Guy's Burgers, right? And that line is forever long. And the people that know their cruises, they go to the deli because they know they're going to get a phenomenal sandwich. And it's not a burger, obviously, but you're going to get a wide assortment of great sandwiches, from BLTs to grilled cheese to, like I mentioned, the turkey and pastrami, to like a buffalo chicken sandwich. They just have a wide variety of sandwiches that are just all amazing. And whatever your particular taste is, I'm sure you can find a sandwich on there that you'll enjoy. So enjoy these few pictures here I have of some sandwiches from the deli, and we will go on to our top two. All right, so we are down to our final two, but I lied to you. I didn't mean to do that, but I did. There's actually 8 in the top 5 because we have a tie in the number 2 spot. In the number 2 spot, and some people are going to say this should be number 1, but the first, tied for second place, the silver medal, is Guy's Burgers. And again, I know there's some Guy's Burgers fans out there that are like, what? That has to be number 1. What are you talking about? Guy's Burgers is phenomenal. It's the best free burger at sea, in my opinion. They make it about 6 different ways, and actually they make it probably about 100 different ways because, for example, I will order, say, the pig patty, and then I ask them to put an onion ring on it, and they do. Or I'll order the ringer, and I'll ask them to put bacon on it, and they do. And then you can go to the condiments bar right next to Guy's Burger, and you can put a gazillion different condiments on it and make it even better than what it was before, right? So Guy's Burgers is a phenomenal burger. For those of you that haven't cruised Carnival, you're going to go to a Guy's Burger and you're going to be like, oh my God, I can eat as many of these as I want. And yes, you can, as long as they're open at least. The line might be long, but you can get as many Guy's Burgers as you want. And they come with some really tasty fries. And just, like I said, I don't know what else to say about them other than they're phenomenal. They're a great burger, and for free, it is seriously one of the best free eats you will get at sea. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time on Guy's because everybody knows Guy's. All right, so we're going to move on to what tied for second place for Carnival for free eats. And this is one that I genuinely love. I haven't been eating a lot of breakfast lately. So when I do eat, on Carnival, something close to breakfast, it's usually going to be later in the morning or even around noon. And the Sea Day brunch is open until 1 p.m. So you can have a full morning. You can, get some exercise, walk around the ship, have a couple cups of coffee, and enjoy the sunrise if that's what you're into. And, get into a variety of different things. And then you can go to brunch. And they have a wonderful, wonderful Sea Day brunch. Again, going back to one of the most recent time we were on a cruise, just on the Valor last month, we went to Sea Day brunch, and I got 2 entrees, and you can do that, and it's free. So what I got was the standard, And I say standard, but I mean, for it to be free is amazing. I believe it's a cut of filet mignon, but if it's not filet mignon, it's a really great cut of steak. It's not super big or anything, but you get a couple eggs with it, a choice of potato, and they'll cook it to order. So if you want it medium, if you want it medium rare, you order it up that way, and it comes out that way, and it's phenomenal. I mean, it's really a really good cut of meat, and it's free. I mean, how can you beat it? And then the other thing I had, which was a new choice this time, was the superfood salmon salad. I might be messing that up, the exact what it's called or whatever, but it was really good. It was a seasoned very well, small cut of salmon, but it had, you know, a variety of lettuce and other superfoods mixed in there, and it was done just perfectly. You know, that in a combination with the steak and eggs. And then for dessert, my favorite dessert on the C-Day brunch is the banana cream pie. I don't eat banana cream pie ever, except on Carnival Cruises, honestly. I mean, if somebody put a slice of banana cream pie in front of me, I would eat it, but it just doesn't come around that often for me to do. So usually I would say 3 out of every 4 times, the banana cream pie is really, really good. Occasionally it misses. Like, I don't know whether they have it in their refrigerator too long, or maybe they didn't make it fresh that morning or whatever. But usually when I have it, it's just really good, tastes really fresh, and it's just great. Occasionally it'll be a little bit of a miss, but usually right on point. So that would be my advice. There's a wonderful menu on that C-Day brunch. I mean, I just mentioned a couple of items. Anita's very fond of that signature seafood tower salad thing, where you know, you can get a choice of 3 or 4 different seafood salads, from tuna to shrimp. It even comes with an egg salad, and there's a fish, I guess, called graflix or something like that you can do. And then they'll give you a couple bagels and cream cheese, and then, you know, you can put all these salads along with your bagels and cream cheese, and it's great. It really is. Anita shared some with me, and I've enjoyed that as well. So that would be number 2. So enjoy some of these pictures from Guy's Pig and Anchor and the C-Day brunch, and we will get to number 1. And there's no tie for first. It's one that stands alone by itself. And even though you may have disagreed along the way here, I think you'll agree with number 1 once we talk about it. Okay, so number 1, and you might be thinking at this point, like, well, he's named everything. What's left? What's left is the main dining room, okay? And I'm surprised by how many people I talk to on a cruise that don't go to the main dining room. They say, oh, you know, we just go to the Lido and go to the buffet. You are missing out. Stop it. And if you haven't been on a cruise, and you're going to go on a cruise, you know, the food that you get, there's a whole separate dining area, you know, called the MDR, the main dining room, and which is free for everyone. Okay. Now, they have on 6+ day cruises 2 formal nights. If you're on a 4 or 5 day cruise, they have 1 formal night. On the 6+ day cruises, okay, you will have at least one of those formal nights where they will give you lobster tail. And how much is the cost for these lobster tails? Nothing. 0. Okay. And how many can you eat? Can you eat only 1? Because, you know, it's a lobster tail. Lobster tails are typically expensive when you go to a restaurant. You can eat as many as you can eat, right? So along with that, they have prime rib, and they have some other wonderful choices on the, as far as the main entrees go, for you, and seared bass, I think, is another one of the choices there. I'll show you the menu right after this. But it's, it's free. It's free, and you can have as much prime rib, as much lobster. That's, I keep saying prime rib and lobster, not like that's the only thing on the menu. There's much more on the menu, I promise. But that's what I eat. Whenever I go to the MDR informal nights, I'm getting an entree of prime rib, and I'm getting at least 2 lobster tails, right? The other thing that Carnival is really famous for, and it's good. I don't like it when it's too runny, but their melting cake, their chocolate melting cake. And if you get it with, vanilla ice cream, it's really good. And a lot of people are very fond of getting vanilla ice cream with the chocolate melting cake and peanut butter. So there's that combo. You have your chocolate, you have your vanilla, you have your peanut butter. Get a little bit of each of those on your spoon for dessert, and you're in a little bit of heaven, right? So MDR is going to be number one. And I encourage anybody that cruises Carnival regularly, don't just go to the Lido for dinner. It's so sad when I hear that from people, because it's, that's part of the experience, and you've paid for it. Go to the main dining room, go to the C-Day brunch, go to, have at least a couple meals in the main dining room, and enjoy, the service. They have wonderful staff in there. If you have your time dining, you can, just put your reservation in. And lately, I don't know, because of the COVID and everything, if it's been faster that way. But the service is, usually you punch in that you want a reservation, and within 10 minutes, you're getting a message saying your table's ready. So it usually doesn't take that long if you do any time dining. Obviously, if you have a set dining time, whether that's early or late, well, you know when you got to go. But main dining room, that is going to be your number one, especially for formal nights. And please, please, please make sure you get to at least one C-Day brunch. Take advantage of those C-Days and enjoy yourself a wonderful late breakfast, early lunch, and that's it. That is my personal recommendations of what I would say is my top 5. I know I cheated a little bit because I said it was a top 5, and I actually included 8 different things, but I imagine some of you are going to be yelling at me in the comments saying, how could you rank this down there? Or how could you rank this above that? Or whatever else like that. That's good. I like it though. So please share with me your comments. I would love to hear your top 5 and how it differs from mine. Or if you agree with me, make me feel good. Like I know what I'm talking about just a little bit, and you can give me your thoughts. But it's a fun little video to do here, and got some exciting news coming up, and I'll share it with you a little bit. But it's going to be a few weeks, because we're just getting things into production or whatever. But we have our first merchandise coming out. We have our logo coming out. You've probably seen it on another video. I'm really happy with it. And when the shirts come out, we're working on the designs. Charles, for those of you that are on the Coach Cruise Facebook page, he's the other admin on there. He's really helping me out with the design and everything and getting the shop set up. So some of you, if you would like, will be able to order a Coach Cruise t-shirt. And I'm loving the design, but obviously I'm partial because, I helped pick it out and everything. But I hope that's something you'll consider in the future. But until next time, everybody, this is Coach. I'm your host, Brad, Coach Cruise, and we will talk to you later. Have a good morning, day, evening, whenever you're watching this, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
I just can't get away from a good time.